Welcome aboard. Oh shit, that's the first mistake already. I fucked up the title. Leo! Leo! Just pretend it says round 7. Pretend it says round 7. Well, it says round 6. I've already fucked up the title. Oh man, this is not for me. Can I edit it on PlayStation? Yeah, I'll do it later. It doesn't really matter at this point. Well, welcome aboard. This is Apex Racing League Round 7, Season 1, and it's Brazil. It's time for Sao Paulo. Okay. Let me just tag everyone. Yeah, and Sham, welcome in. Your first time in the commentary box in Apex. How do you feel? Exactly. I mean, will we be seeing you? I know you signed up for season 2. Will we be seeing you in season 2? For sure. Hopefully we do. Of course, me and you. Little background story. Me and Sham, maybe 2 years ago, in the same commentary box for a separate league that didn't go quite well, but you know, the history is there between us. Good chemistry, Sham, I would say. Unfortunately, in only in spirit, Sham. As now on board with Quiet Boy, who has a really small chance of winning the championship tonight. He is ahead by 3 points. Not Jack. Despite having such a dominant season, he is not leading the championship. Of course, Not Jack has 5 pole positions, 2 race wins, and 2 podiums to his name. He's been really unlucky, to be fair. He should have, realistically, he should have won 4 races at least, minimum. As now on board with the championship leader at the moment. What do you think about Brazil, Sham? Do you like Sao Paulo? Oh, and he's already invalidated, Quiet Boy. Not a good start to the qualifying session. Not the start he would have wanted. It's also good for a finale. Is it not? I swear it's a finale in a. Is it not a finale in a certain league? Oh no, it's not a finale in URC. I thought it was the finale. It is round number 10. It's basically, yeah, it's basically. I mean, this is the penultimate round for ARL, so it's basically the same position that it's at right now, as ST is looking really nice with that pink livery cherry blossom in Brazil. Joker now sets the first lap of the session with a 107.7. Joker's season as no, he is ahead of Not Jack and on the banker. We know Not Jack how demonic he can be in qualifying. Joker finds himself a tenth and a half ahead as Phase Monkey goes 7 tenths behind Not Jack, or behind Joker. Of course, I mean, Yari goes up to third on the second row. Joker, of course, hasn't been having the best of seasons, realistically, in ARL. I spoke to him yesterday about it. I said, like, when are you going to start winning in ARL? I know you've got the pace, and he's taken it week by week. He's been improving since the start, for sure. He's been really unlucky at times, but also he shoots himself in the foot sometimes with his the strategy calls that he makes. So hopefully we can see a different Joker heading into season 2, as Quiet Boy sets a 108.1 up into the second row, third place for him. Hyper, I mean, he's a second 1.1 up on his time, but he's on a 14 straight. Probably half spun somewhere, so. He is just reserving, but I know I know how his ego thinks. He wants to win in every race he competes in. I think that's just the winner's mentality he has. Of course, he's got the pace to. I mean, he has got an ego, but he's also got the pace to speak, to have an ego. As he crosses the line, goes up into P9. Could be just rustiness. I mean, no practice. He's a last minute replacement. Of course, this is his ARL debut. We know how good he's been in URC this season. I mean, let me stop you there, because before the race he told me this is his second favorite track. As Andrew with a radio message there saying, "Yo guys, pause real quick. Mom said pause the game and grab the groceries." As HB Cook, this is really impressive from him. That's an impressive lap from HB Cook. As Meg Guinness, really, Leo? My money is on ST getting taken out by LOI Notjack and tossing the championship. Hopefully, that's not the case. As both Red Bulls haven't set a lap yet. Bluefoot, who's having a really impressive season. I mean, 2 podiums in 6 rounds. Not that bad. He's also finds himself 3rd in the championship. Level on points with FaZe Monkey. He did say he doesn't really fancy Brazil. At the moment, at 52.5, he's a bit behind on that second sector. What will this lap time be? His teammate is just behind him. Well, I say just behind him, he's really further behind. Bluefoot goes up into P7. P7, Sham. P7. Mr. P7. I mean, he is so close to Andrew. I mean, he just needs to be, as it stands, I mean, they do have a chance of winning the championship. It's a really slim chance, but I think we also have a battle for 3rd place here between Bluefoot and FaZe Monkey, and their pace seems to be really, really balanced with between each other. Really close. Oh shit. Okay. Wait, why can't they hear you? Oh no. No. How do I... Okay, we can't really fix this. I mean, that's fine. I'm gonna do most of the talking, I guess, but I don't think there's a way, because we have 3 people joining in late. So, nah, it's fine, to be honest. Or maybe, I mean, I would say join on the PS app, but I don't know. I don't know whether you want to do that or not. As P Farrell stays in P16. I mean, it's fine. I'm doing most of the talking anyway. We're here getting some punditry. I'm waiting for the Sauber, the Connor, and someone else. As Eloy Notjack now is going to start his second lap, and he needs it to be a good one. I mean, I said, oh, Joker, really good lap again. Again, I missed it a bit there, so apologies on that. That's a really good lap. But now, purple in the first sector, a tenth and a half up. Eloy Notjack. I mean, I see some traffic ahead of him. Please get out of the way. This could be absolutely big for the championship, even though it's not the last run. The middle run normally sometimes is the quickest if it gets nailed. As he heads now down to second gear. Oh, the car twitching and sliding as he approaches the last sector. He's lost a bit of time in that second sector. He has to make up some more time again. The car twitching and sliding everywhere. Eloy Notjack, who has been immense in qualifying so far. Can he take provisional pole? No, he only improves by less than a tenth. That, I mean, Joker's done a stonking lap there. As is anyone, Yari is on a lap. Yari goes to P4. Like 2.5 tenth improvement there. As HB Cook hasn't validated Billy Wiz. Did he just complete a lap? He's up into P6. I Am Andrew is not improving here. As Bluefoot is on a lap, the Red Bull driver, and he's got 30% of battery left in the middle of in the start of sector 2, you can say. No worries, Sham. If you want to stay, feel free, but I'm sorry, I didn't know that Discord doesn't share audio on the from PlayStation to PC. Yeah, I will let you know. Oh, Bluefoot is 2.5 tenths up. That would put him either P6 if he can gain some more time in the last sector. Bluefoot on for a good one here. It's pedal to the metal as he crosses the line, goes up into P7 again. Mr. P7. I just know he's laughing in that cockpit. He likes that number so much. And Jonesy Boy still in P12. The guy has been playing Gran Turismo all day. I'm not surprised he's doing pretty badly as he aggressively heads into the pits. Now Hyper is 4 tenths up on his time. That would only put him either ahead of Vinny or behind Vinny. As he is also going into the pit lane. So I've lost my comrade in Shamrock due to audio, as HB Cook is going to cross the line here, goes up into P2 with a 3 tenths ahead of his teammate. Since when did HB Cook started cooking? This guy is impressive. This guy is really impressing me at the moment. That is such a quick lap. As P. Farrell is also on a lap, finds himself P17, 1.1 seconds behind Yari, who, I mean, I think P. Farrell would want to outperform Yari today. Whether it's going to happen, it doesn't look like it at the moment. He goes up into P16. Apologies for the mute of the mic. The fucking dog decides to bark now. Can't do really anything about it, so Lila, stop fucking barking at the clouds. As everyone right now in the pit lane, except Sure Moist, who is on his outlap. That is really early. That's, I mean, he doesn't find himself in a really good position, the Aston Martin driver. As he starts his lap really early, he's going to have a lot of traffic in his way as he heads into turn 1. Nicely and smooth into turn 1. A really decent start to the lap. Already used half his battery though in sector 1. 2.5 tenths up. So far a really, he goes a bit wide in that corner. Brazil isn't particularly the track to be going wide on. As he heads onto the grass, and that is his lap finished. Has he lost all his? He has lost all his time. It was looking good before sector 2. But can he gain anything in the last sector? Maybe, because he hasn't backed up. So maybe he has gained something. Really needs something to get out of that P17 as he heads across the line. P16 only. For sure, moist. As Joker has invalidated his lap. I don't know if he was on an out lap. I don't think that this is an out lap. HB Cook and now LOI Not Jack and Quiet Boy. Can I just say these two are right next to each other on track and in the qualifying session. The two championship contenders need to give it everything on this next lap. Quiet Boy now starts his lap into turn 1, down to 3rd gear. Needs to get on the power, but nice, it's good, it's tidy, it's clean. What about Not Jack? Not Jack is the same. As now Quiet Boy heads into the Hamilton and Verstappen corner in 2021. Again, 35% battery left. LOI Not Jack has 50%. Has he backed off? LOI Not Jack has backed off. Back to Quiet Boy now. Quiet Boy is still on a flyer. He has a car right in front of him. He actually has 2 cars right in front of him. Hopefully no dirty air will be given. The Ferrari does move out of the way as Andy has retired and FaZe Monkey. Whatever happened to them, we will never know. 2.5 tenths up for Quiet Boy. This could be provisional pole. Quiet Boy, who won in the first round, never was able to match Jack's pace, is crossing the line into the front row. It's not pole position, it is P2 for Quiet Boy as it stands. LOI Not Jack will go again. Makes his way into turn 1. As is Joker on a lap. Probably gonna go on another lap. We've seen that Alpine be on pole so many times this season. Can he get a 6th pole position for himself and for Alpine, who he is making a mid-table team in real life. As Quiet Boy is done, that's his qualifying session done. HB Cook as well. Joker can't seem to improve. Like I said, these middle parts of the lap sometimes may be the fastest we will see. As he's got a big old Ferrari ahead of him, Not Jack. So, how much is he gaining? Just a little bit. He needs to gain more. He is not gaining enough to get pole or beat Quiet Boy at the moment. LOI Not Jack has been on pole 5 times for Alpine this season. 2nd in the championship. Crosses the line. It's only P3, and what the fuck has happened there? It's typical. It's typical Yari. As Hyper gets pole. That is so close. Haas on pole for the first time in Apex. What the fuck has happened there? Well, there you have it, folks. Hyper on pole on his ARL debut, really close. Joker behind him, Quiet Boy snatches third, ahead of LOI Not Jack. HB Cook in fifth with an impressive qualifying, with Yari the same behind him. Andrew in P7 has won the last two races of the season. FaZe Monkey P8, Jonesy Boy P9, and Bluefoot in P10 to make up the top 10. Vinny, ST, Billy Wiz, Ben, Andy, P Farrell, and Sure Moist all follow them. And we will see you in the race. As we are lobby resetting, of course. As we wait for Jonesy Boy's shocking PlayStation 5 to work, maybe. Jonesy, for fuck's sake. There we go. So remember, no formation lap. Alright. As we wait for finally, no one's like readying up immediately, hopefully. So we are still waiting. This is actually really, this is really surprising that people actually took took a bit of time to do setups. Alright, come on. I want to see some racing. I don't want to fucking stare at the pit wall. Look at Jonesy Boy's pit box. Dave, knobhead. Absolute knobhead. As if your eyes are really good, I think we can see Andrew's pit wall. I am Andrew, probably having a kebab in that pit box till the timer goes down. As we are gonna go underway here in Brazil. Round 7 here in Brazil, a circuit where heroes and titles are won and made. It's lights out and away we go. Hyper gets a decent enough start. Quiet Boy gets a mega start over Joker, who loses one position so far. Knowing Joker, there's an Alpine in the background. That is Eloy, not Jack, and this could be crucial for the championship. Eloy, not Jack, has been spun in the first lap of the Brazilian GP. Absolute scenes as Hyper has a 5/10 lead over Joker. Both Williams, no team orders there at Williams. FaZe Monkey and Quiet Boy exchanging places. This has been a chaotic start as Yari and Bluefoot has Bluefoot disconnected. There's a lot of ghosting going on. Still, Quiet, what is happening with my game? FaZe Monkey up into P2. A lot of ghosting going on. It's probably from my part, as FaZe Monkey is... I don't know what's happening. A lot of things are happening at the moment with the stream and the game. As Hyper already has a 1.3 second gap. Joker sends it down the inside of FaZe Monkey. FaZe Monkey will fight it. Why is there so much ghosting going on? As Eloy, not Jack, is gonna lose the car. Okay, I really want to know what's happening. As Andy Sham going at it, Red Bull, Sauber and Aston Martin, as FaZe Monkey has retired from the session. And it's a safety car, or VSC, it's not showing us yet. That is an early retirement from FaZe Monkey, who appear to be lagging all over the place. If it's just not my shit internet making it seem that way. Let's hope it isn't. What I really want to know, what happened to FaZe Monkey there? As it has not been the start of dreams. Yeah, lobby is fucked. I do agree with that. I don't think we can restart now though, because a lot of the people seem to be doing just fine. As Hyper is still leading, and a lot of people complaining about the lobby, which I don't really blame them, because it was fucking shocking. This could be the most chaotic race of the season if this type of lag stays. As during the the early safety car. It's time to shout out our partnerships, and it is still really laggy. This lobby is absolutely terrible. I don't think I can get all the drivers to look at chat at the moment. So bear with me as I'll try to find a solution. Don't think it's gonna happen though. I think we're gonna have to go with it. Hopefully it's gonna sort itself out, but knowing this bum-ass game and EA Sports, it is not gonna fix anything. As Jonesy Boy is all over in Peru at the moment, he's so far back. What is this guy doing? Look how laggy this game. Look how laggy this game is. As the safety car is in this lap, so we are gonna go back to racing. Hopefully the lobby gets better by time. Hopefully no one dies because of the lobby, but it is going to be Hyper. He is known for having decent safety car restarts, so he would be hoping to get another one here. As Joker, all over the room, he's ready to get going. Quiet Boy as well. As Hyper finally goes. It's Quiet Boy. And HB Cook just, yeah, this lobby is terrible. This lobby is absolutely done. Sorry for my lack of comms here, but this lobby, like, is absolutely destroying the race, but nothing I can do about it. As Andrew now looking all over the back of Quiet Boy. There's action going on between Sure Moise, who's had a really good start for this race, and ST, who keeps his P8 place. As there is another yellow flag, it is Shamrock. Contact maybe with P Farrell. As Jonesy Boy and Ben going at it, and Ben has lost the car. And I can understand the anger he's gonna have in chat as he resets the track, which is not allowed, Ben. But now, eyes on the top 3, top 5 even, it's really close at the moment. Can Joker have anything to say against Hyper as he sets the fastest lap of the session? And I just realized I have my telemetry out. As he is really close at the moment. It's gonna be a move here for Joker, a move attempt. Hyper is trying to cover it. Can't do much, so it's not going to be a replica of 2021. Joker gets the move done, but Hyper is all over the gearbox of Joker. Can't seem to make a move there, not enough space for either car. As Quiet Boy quietly, no pun intended, spectating this battle between Hyper and Joker. He has to be careful though, because Andrew is all over the back of him. Same with Bluefoot on the back of Andrew. Yari actually had a decent start for once, but the two best mates are going at it in P6 and 7. P6 and 7. Let's just hope no child is in the chat at the moment to make a joke about that statement. As now back to Hyper and Joker. Hyper will not send it this time round. Hyper is really close. Goes down the inside, down the outside actually. On the outside, Joker trying to cover the inside. Hyper makes the move stick. As Andrew goes a bit wider, that allows Bluefoot to maybe have a run at him. I would have sent it there if I was Bluefoot. Lobby still pretty laggy, not as much as the start for sure. So things have gotten a bit better as Shamrock, both Aston Martins are going wheel to wheel. Shamrock and Sure Moist. Sure Moist is ahead right now. Shamrock down the inside. As now Hyper and Joker. Is it going to be round 3 for them? Joker is gaining on the main straight. Hyper is on none, so he is saving battery. Joker is absolutely obliterating that battery. Quiet Boy gets ahead of Hyper. Andrew spun round. Oh my god. That's my best Shamrock impression. As now Hyper has lost 2 positions. He is still managing his battery, which is a smart thing to do as Bluefoot now is up into P4. Andrew ends that sequence down in P7. ST nearly loses the car there. As something happened between the Astons as Shamrock is a second ahead now. Ben is still in this race. Joker leading an ARL GP. We haven't seen him lead that much so far. As Quiet Boy on the hards probably will be the faster driver of the pair now or in a couple of laps. I don't have Leo to confirm how much the tires degrade here. As Hyper has damage and loses a lot of positions. What has happened there? Bluefoot on the podium. What has happened to Hyper? Who is probably missing an end plate if it was his wing damage. LOI Notjack now is in the points, probably going to be team orders down at Alpine. As I have missed this overtake, as Quiet Boy now is leading the Brazilian GP. It's so hard to keep up, there's so much going on as both Alpines went wheel to wheel if I'm not mistaken, or that could have been ST defending his position. As now Hyper is struggling over here, as that is a yellow flag and that is them or an Aston Martin. I'm not sure if that was Sham. It was Sham. Thank you, Leo, for... I don't think they can hear you, but if you could tell me how terrible the tires are on this track, it'd be appreciated to know. This is why Quiet Boy is a second ahead of Joker. The hard tires are looking lively. And Bluefoot running in a podium position as well. I heard that Kongstrong open, Leo. Let's get you caffeined up as Yari now gets a really good run. Does he send it? Does he want to risk it? No, he doesn't. Bluefoot keeps the P3 position this time round. This is going to be a really good battle if both of them can keep it on the track. As LOI Notjack now is up into P9. As it stands, Quiet Boy is an Apex World Champion. But there is still 26 laps in this race. Hyper, only God knows what happened to him. I just saw a front wing fly. That's about it. He was comfortably leading the first few laps of the race. As now Quiet Boy has a 1.7 second gap to Joker, heading into the main straight. Blue. Sham gets a 3-second penalty. Yeah, Bluefoot is doing really well to hold on to Joker, plus holding the gap as he nearly loses the car. I don't know if it's the lobby just glitching. But Joker does seem to be struggling. In typical Bluefoot, he has no battery going into the straight. Neither does Joker, to be fair. Who has the better straight line speed? It looks like it's going to be the Mercedes. Mercedes against Red Bull in that corner. Doesn't have really good history. Bluefoot gets the better exit, but is blocked off by Joker. Yari. These two are holding everyone up. These two are creating a really big trade at the moment as Andrew is smelling food here, and Vinny in the back of Vinny. Bluefoot all over the back of Joker. He has got so much more pace in that Red Bull than the Mercedes driver. Jari and Vinny getting really close as well. I don't think Vinny will appreciate this, that Jari is holding him up this much, even though it's not typically Jari's fault. As Jari is, and that is Hyper spinning again. Down to P14. Hyper is having a nightmare of a race. Is he gonna retire in the pits? Yeah, oh my god, I thought he sent it into the pit wall. Now back with this Bluefoot situation. Jari is trying to find a way to make a move on Bluefoot, and he does with a switchback. The McLaren is up into the podium. Jari is on for his best finish in Apex. I don't want to jinx it because it's still on lap 12. Is that Sham? Again, it is Sham who spun again, number 24. Now back to Bluefoot and Jari and Vinny. Vinny is finally released from the Jari fouls, but now he's got a big old Red Bull ahead of him. Shamrock goes into the pits, retires after a shambolic race from him. Quiet Boy has got a 2.7 second gap, which is what he needs to do today. He needs to win this race to head into Abu Dhabi as a favourite for the championship. LOI Notjack has made up some ground. Up into P7, he's 3.5 seconds behind Andrew, who currently is stuck in a massive train. I don't know if that will help LOI Notjack or make it even worse and harder for him to catch up, but he is on the hard tyres. Andrew will have to pit soon, as the Bluefoot is clearly struggling here as he gets switched back again, but this time by the Ferrari of Vinny. Those mediums don't look that good at the moment. 12 laps of mediums as ST is out of the pits onto the hard tires. Quiet Boy is comfortably cruising at the moment. Jari needs to step it up because Vinny looks like the faster driver, both on the same amount of laps, lap old tires, and both on the same compound. Jari is managing his battery a lot better than Vinny. As we can see, it is crucial that Jari gets by Joker. It is crucial that Jari gets Joker, but he doesn't. He gets really close. Could have been wing damage for all we know. Hits the back of Joker by a little bit, and now Vinny gets a really good run on him. Jari has 60% more battery than Vinny, which is the deciding factor in their battle. Bluefoot looking to make a move on the inside, saw no space and didn't do it. Andrew's off! Oh, he's not. For fuck's sake, this lobby is absolutely terrible, as Bluefoot and Vinny are inside of each other. I don't know, I don't really know what to say. What is happening here? Absolute scenes. Just don't make contact, lads. Be careful with this lobby. As now Joker is helping Quiet Boy so much at the moment. As the gap now is 2 seconds from LOI Notjack to Andrew. He has caught up with this train. HB Cook is fighting Jonesy Boy for P11. P Farrell finds himself into the points after a disappointing qualifying, as Billy Wiz and Andy have been the lonely little P drivers in this race, but they are both running in good points positions. Now back to this fight. This is the fight we want to see. It's Ferrari against McLaren. It's Jari against Vinny. Vinny again doesn't have a lot of battery left. Jari has half a tank of battery, even more now, 60%. This could be Jari's best performance so far that I have ever seen him do in any league. As Bluefoot is starting to drop off a bit right now. So those tires are not looking the best for Bluefoot. ST goes fastest, a 111 flat. Hyper down to P13. I wonder what happened to Hyper. I know I know he won't give up. I know if there's a safety car, he'll be right back up fighting at the top. So it's going to be exciting to see. But this time round, Vinny has got the battery, but so does Jari, and Jari has even more battery. This is really impressive stuff from Joker. Somehow keeping them behind for 14 laps. As now Jari is free and has some free air. He doesn't have the DRS to protect him anymore though. Vinny looked like the faster driver in the corners. It all depends on the ERS management, as Andy gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Bluefoot stays out, Andrew stays out, and LOI Notjack is now in Andrew's DRS. Hyper gets the fastest lap of the session, up into P11 for him. He is nearly 5 seconds behind Joker. He's 3 seconds behind Joker, who just comes out right ahead of him. As Bluefoot has dropped off to Vinny 1.6 seconds in the last lap, as Andrew and him will be looking to pit soon. LOI Notjack though feels like he's getting held on by Andrew himself. He's got a lot of battery. I mean, they might be going in this lap either. As Bluefoot heads into the pits. Hopefully no speeding. It is speeding for Blue. Bluefoot gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And he's not going to be able to serve it now. The frustration must be unreal right now for Bluefoot. On for a podium again. As Quiet Boy has got a 5-second gap to Jari in P2. At the moment, he's 7.6 seconds ahead of LOI Notjack, his championship rival, as ST goes quickest once again. It's been mostly Williams and Alpine in terms of winners this season. I mean, Williams have won a race in Mexico, and they've won 3 sprint races this season. Of course, a win for FaZe Monkey that was taken away when LOI Notjack got his penalty removed in Belgium. Can they be on for the win today? Of course, FaZe Monkey is out of the session, but a win for Quiet Boy today will secure the Constructors' Championship. I mean, I think it's already secured, but to make it even better, Williams will be champions, are champions. They headed into Brazil as Constructors' Champions. A disappointing showing from FaZe Monkey early on. As now, let's get back to the racing action. Jonesy Boy is covering Joker. I mean, Bluefoot, is that his race over? And Hyper finds himself P9 behind Bluefoot. Of course, he pitted 6 laps ago. Bluefoot only coming out of the pit lane a lap before. Jonesy Boy is still on those mediums, and it looks like he's really struggling here. "20 seconds, thank you, Leo." As Jonesy Boy waves Bluefoot goodbye. I don't think there was much fighting going on between them. He has been on it today, and he's been on it in the second half of the season. Bluefoot, he's really impressed me. Had a really slow start to the season, but he's gradually made his way up as P. Farrell and Joker nearly go side by side. I think they did go side by side. Joker clears him. Bluefoot goes fastest. As this battle between Vinny and Jari is still going on, and Billy Wiz goes fastest. LOI Notjack now all over the back of these two. He has really good pace. I mean, it was unfortunate what happened at the start, but if you get taken out or spin on lap 1 and you find yourself in P18, what better way to show what you can do than be on for a podium after 19 laps with 16 more to go. As Bluefoot gets a 3-second penalty, that is not good for Bluefoot. He's got a total of 13 seconds at the moment. As LOI Notjack getting really close with Vinny. Vinny needs to clear Jari here. He's getting held up by Jari. And this is helping Quiet Boy get a bigger gap. Here is Vinny, really close to the back of Jari. Is he going to go for a move? He's going to send it down the inside. Vinny against Jari. Ferrari against McLaren. The Ferrari gets the better of him. Jari gets the switchback. Keeps his place in P2. This is an incredible showing from the Belgian Waffle. Amazing stuff. Amazing racing between the pair of them. As this will only allow Joker to gain a lot of time on them. Joker is 12 seconds behind Notjack at the moment. And the pit normally takes about 20 seconds if you get it right. So Joker has gained a fair bit on these three cars, you could say. As Quiet Boy now. Joker is currently 19.7, so yes. Yes, thank you Leo for that information. This is why we need you every week here. Joker is currently leading after the top 4 pits. Bluefoot is in the top 3, but he's got a 13 seconds worth of pens. As those Hyper Ben, NSD Ben has overtaken ST, or he's defending ST. As Jonesy Boy goes fastest, he finds himself P16. After 6 hours of Gran Turismo, I don't blame the guy if he can't drive an F1 car. As now, Vinny has lost a bit of time on Jari on this lap. This will only make him vulnerable to Notjack. He is still losing time to Jari. He still has the DRS, but he is a second behind Jari. Jari heads into the pits. Vinny heads into the pits. LOI Notjack stays out. This is where LOI Notjack and Quiet Boy need to give it their all. Quiet Boy currently 7.4 seconds ahead of Notjack. As Quiet Boy does have the more battery out of the pair of them. Notjack isn't gaining anything so far. Joker now up into P3. He is currently leading this race. When the top 2 decide to pit, he is 9.9 seconds behind of Notjack and 17.7 seconds behind of Quiet Boy. With Bluefoot really close to him, he's nearly in Joker's DRS. Andrew as well making a really good comeback drive after his incident got him down to P8 or P7. As Jari and Vinny escaped the pits in P8 and P9, Vinny a second behind. He's gaining a bit on this outlap. HB Cook has been a really quiet race from him, finds himself 9 tenths behind Vinny in P10 after a really positive qualifying. As Quiet Boy is going to stay out, same with Notjack, they are both going to stay out in this lap. I think they're just making sure they can go to the end comfortably on the mediums. I mean, Joker's tires are already 7 laps old. They will get Joker at one point. Yeah, I mean, if the Hearts can do 32, I don't think they'll be alive for on lap 12. I mean, it already looks hard to drive after 22 laps, so we'll just have to see how Joker handles this. This is his race to win right now. But he needs to keep gaining and gaining, and it looks like Bluefoot is the faster driver out of the two. As Quiet Boy is gonna stay out. What does Notjack do? Does he decide to go for an undercut on his championship rival? No, he stays out as well. So both drivers staying out for an extra lap. We are expecting them to pit at the end of this lap. Quiet Boy now nearly 8 seconds ahead of Notjack, who hasn't really gained anything ever since getting into the free air and overtaking Yari and Vinny. And now the gap is 8 seconds. I think Quiet Boy has been pushing a bit more on his battery rather than saving it. As now Vinny and Yari have swapped places. I have missed that, apologies. Vinny now, they are encountering some traffic, and it all starts with I am Andrew. Gets the Hyper, who is going to have to two-stop probably Hyper if he wants to make this, as Billy Whiz and Vinny go side by side. Good move by Vinny around the outside, needed to do that as well to not waste time. Now Hyper is slightly ahead of him. He's got really bad tires compared to Vinny. Can't really do much in these corners. He's going to have to do it either on the straight or in sector 1. As Hyper is not going to let anyone by that easily. He's always going to fight for positions, no matter the tire wear. As here is LOI Notjack into the pits, and Quiet Boy, who now is exiting the pits. Joker leads in Sao Paulo Interlagos here. Bluefoot just behind him with a 13-second penalty, which theoretically he can't get that removed because it's an in-game penalty that he got. As now Vinny and Hyper, as Joker gets a 3-second penalty. When will it end, Robbie? Quiet Boy is only 5 seconds behind Bluefoot and 5.3 behind Joker on fresh new mediums with 11 laps to go. LOI Notjack is down to P11. How has that happened? That is incredible. I said this is Joker's race to win. It is Quiet Boy's race to lose at the moment, as he is gaining quite a lot. And here is Yari and Vinny again. As Hyper locks up, that allows Vinny to find the gap, and he is up into P5, hunting for the podium. The Ferrari driver who's already got a podium in Kota this season, as ST is into the pits. Andrew and Joker and Bluefoot going at it for the lead. That's a good move from Bluefoot, as he finds himself P1 for the second time this season. He is leading a race. He's also got time penalties for the second time this season while leading a race, which is not a record he would have wanted to have, as Billy Whiz and Hyper are going at it. I believe Hyper still has wing damage, if it wants me to look at the front wing. Quiet Boy is 1.4 behind. This is amazing driving from the championship leader. As Andrew, who has won Quiet Boy goes fast, as Andrew, who's won 2 races in a row, doesn't look like he's gonna make it third time charm, or 3 in a row, whatever you say, tripletta in Italian, as Hyper now retires in the pits, gives up. The ARL aura got to him. Notjack goes fastest. Bluefoot still leading the Brazilian GP here, but Quiet Boy currently is leading the race, if you count all the penalties, as Yari and Billy Whiz going at it. Yari gets the move done, but then gets switchbacked by Billy Whiz. It's the same move that happened to Vinny. It's the same move he did on Vinny a couple of laps ago, as now Vinny is all over the rear wing of Andrew. Quiet Boy, on the other hand, it's like watching someone with the pace of Quiet Boy against 10 AI difficulty with the amount of grip that he has. Quiet Boy now needs to play the smart. He doesn't have to rush into anything. His championship rival is down in P8 at the moment. As here is Joker and Bluefoot. Quiet Boy is going to go down the inside of Bluefoot. Doesn't really want to risk crashing into anyone at the moment. Does he have the straight line speed? Billy Whisk picks up a 3-second penalty. Quiet Boy's kind of stuck here as Bluefoot goes down the inside on Joker. Exchanging places again. Red Bull against Mercedes. This fighting between Joker and Bluefoot is only helping Notjack here. It is not allowing Quiet Boy to get by easily and find a bit of a gap. Build a bit of a gap on Notjack. Quiet Boy here needs to risk it a bit. Joker locks up. This will allow Quiet Boy to get the better run. No. Joker keeps the position. Quiet Boy is probably getting a bit frustrated and impatient at the moment with Joker, as Bluefoot has got a really nice 7-10 gap from him to Joker. He has to do it now. I mean, the straight line speed on Quiet Boy is surprisingly really bad in today's race, where normally he has really good straight line speed. As Vinny gets by Andrew, he's up into P4. Ben gets a 3-second punt. That's really close between Williams and Mercedes. Between Joker and Quiet Boy. Quiet Boy, Joker is going to defend the inside. Blocks off any type of move. It's a switch back for Quiet Boy. It's a crucial move for Quiet Boy, as he gets by Joker, and Bluefoot is next on his list. I don't think Bluefoot will fight as much as Joker did. I don't know if there's bad blood between Quiet Boy and Joker, but the way Joker defended, I really want to know what's that about. As now LOI Notjack is behind Vinny, who's also behind Andrew now. Andrew reclaims his P4. As Joker. As here is Quiet Boy on Bluefoot. This is going to be an easier overtake than he had to do on Joker. Quiet Boy is leading in Interlagos here, as P. Farrell has retired in the pits. On track, actually, so that is not allowed. Okay. As Quiet... Oh, I thought he spun there. Okay. Now, here is LOI Notjack. Has to make this move on Vinny. Down the inside. Up into P4. Andrew will not give up. Pushes Notjack all the way. Gives him just enough space. Notjack gets the move done, and he needed to. Joker and Bluefoot surprisingly still holding on with Quiet Boy. I don't think that's going to be the case after Sector 3. He's already a second ahead with 6 laps to go. Notjack got the move that he needed. SD gets a 10-second time penalty, retires in the pit lane. As we have lost FaZe Monkey, Shamrock, Hyper, P. Farrell, SD, and now Ben, who's also retired in the pit lane after some difficult races. But this is what we want to see. As Bluefoot gets another 3-second penalty, which is only going to make things worse, as he has now 16 seconds of pens. As Joker gets by now of the Red Bull driver. Andrew and Notjack need to gain if they want to be on this podium. Same with Vinny and Yari. They haven't had the best of second stints. They ran into a lot of traffic as they were really rapid on the first stint on those hard tires. Really unfortunate for the pair of them, as it has been a really good race in Sao Paulo today. I hope you've enjoyed it, Leo. I know you're watching. As 2-second gap now to Quiet Boy. I mean, Quiet Boy is driving in a groove right now. He is just cruising. The calmest man you'll ever meet. I mean, saying the calmest man you'll ever meet, I don't know what is happening inside that cockpit. Hopefully he's not too nervous. I would assume so, Leo. I would hope so, for his sake, that he will catch Joker and Bluefoot, but it looks like Andrew's doing a really good job on those hards to stay close up with him as HB Cook gets a 3-second penalty. Again, Joker and Bluefoot again in that corner. Bluefoot takes that position. P2 on track. It's probably going to be about P17. He's probably going to end up in Guatemala after the race with those time penalties. But who knows what can happen and what types of appeals we can receive in the stewards box. As now Quiet Boy is 3 seconds ahead of Bluefoot in P2. As Notjack is gaining and gaining at the moment. He is P2. Because of the time penalties. I think he might want it to be on track as well, as he is now 1.3 behind Joker and Andrew now. I think he is also really close to the podium, if not in the podium position. I don't think he is at the moment. Really, he is burning all of that battery. He wants this podium. I mean, Quiet Boy has been impressive since round 1, and this is gonna be in the 7 rounds. We've only had 3 different winners. 4 different winners. We've had a lot of repeating winners here. Only one driver on this grid has not repeated a win, and that is Jonesy Boy in P11, who found himself victorious and on the top step of the podium in the United States Grand Prix in COTA. Quiet Boy won the opening round in Mexico, then followed up by Notjack in round 2. Andrew, the last 2 rounds have been really good for him. I mean, he can still have a really good end to this race if he finds a way to get on the podium. He needs to stay in the DRS though, and he did not manage to do that this lap. Vinny and Yari find themselves P6 and 7 again, as HB Cook is only 4 tenths behind them. So HB Cook could be looking for a good result, even though he has the time penalties. As now, Joker does not have enough space to make or go for a move there. LOI Notjack is 1 second behind, so now he's entering DRS range with Joker. Bluefoot will be really disappointed with how his afternoon has ended after such an amazing drive on track. 6 seconds would have been excusable, but 16 seconds, there is no way for recovery. Your race is over. It's nice to see that he didn't give up though, and he's still on track, battling hard. Gave us a few nice battles with Joker, which is what we like to see. These lads know how to race, especially racing each other, as Andrew has dropped off a lot in the past 2 laps to LOI Notjack, who doesn't really have to risk anything at the moment. He is not going to gain on Quiet Boy. Quiet Boy has got this race in the bag with a 4.5 second gap, as Yari up into P6. LOI Notjack getting really close to Joker. Gets the switchback. Joker has been switched back in that corner about 10 times, if I've counted correctly today. Up into P3 Notjack, and Joker is now going to be pressured by Andrew, who's on the same tyre life, even better tyre life than him. I mean, is Bluefoot going to hold up Notjack here? I mean, he doesn't need to. But will he though? Will he, just for the crack? For the Bluefoot aura, as he likes to say. Quiet Boy. Just a standing ovation for him. He's been so good this season. He's been really consistent as well. He's shown what he can do. But I think our driver of the day, if it's not Quiet Boy, it has to be Notjack, who was P18 at the start of this race after a shocking start. I don't really know what happened, but if he was taken out This is damage limitations. This is a really good recovery drive from him. As Andrew is in that 3-second window of Joker. I did say Andrew was struggling not against Joker. He was struggling against Jack, just not against Joker now. He is a second behind, which is enough to put him up into the podium position. Jari up into P6. Only God knows where Jari will end up. He will end up probably in P5 after Bluefoot's penalties. But this is a man that I really want to speak about this afternoon. He came in this race knowing that he can extend his championship gap, even win a championship if luck strikes him. Luck did struck him in round 1. It's a shame that LOI Notjack is rapid. I did say at the start, champions are born, champions are made in this track. He wins in Sao Paulo. He extends his championship lead over LOI Notjack. Notjack gets P2. Bluefoot gets another 10-second time penalty. Joker up into P4. Andrew gets on the podium for the 3rd race in a row. Jari P5, Vinny P6, HB Cook, a nice recovery after such a good qualifying for him in P7. Billy Wiz, another good point scoring race for him. Bluefoot finds himself in P9 after finishing P2 on track. Johnsy Boy finds a way to get into the points, P10 for the Ferrari driver. But this man has showed that anything is possible. They said Notjack will dominate the season. After seeing his pace, he is shushing all the critics up. Quiet Boy extends his lead. Well, there you have it, the podium. Quiet Boy, who's currently the championship leader, extends his lead in the championship. Notjack, after a really terrible start from him, down to P18, gets back on the podium in P2. And then Andrew, for the 3rd race in a row, appears on the podium, this time not on the top step, on the 3rd step of the podium. Williams get their 2nd win of the season. They've got 2 feature race wins and 3 sprint race wins. A total of 5 wins this season. Of course, if you're counting the sprint races. Fastest lap also goes to LOI Notjack, who has done a 109.4. But there you have it. Quiet Boy wins in Sao Paulo. Notjack follows him up in P2. Andrew on the podium again in P3. Joker, after starting P2, goes down to P4. Jari and Vinny, really good point scoring positions as HB Cook, Billy Wiz, Bluefoot and Johnsy Boy complete the top 10. A really surprising DNF from Haas driver Hyper and Haas with a double DNF, and it's another. I mean, after MH's top 5 last race, it doesn't get any easier from here. Well, there you have it. I don't know if anyone wants. I'm not really good with interviews, so I think we'll just leave it as that. So, fair enough. So, I mean, there's a couple of lads on PlayStation. So, I have no idea. Well, that is all, folks. We will see you back in Abu Dhabi next Tuesday. Also, this week, it's probably going to be either Thursday or Friday night. We're going to be doing our Season 2 announcement, which is going to be a live stream. Of course, as you all know, Apex is no longer a thing after Season 1. It's going to be a whole new rebranding. There's going to be a calendar reveal this week. And we will probably be announcing the new teams as well for the next season, heading into the finale, make it a bit more exciting for all the drivers. So make sure to stay tuned for that stream. It's going to be a really big one. And thank you for joining the stream. Quiet Boy is going to be champion if Notjack doesn't get his shit together. Bye bye. Hyper also bottled. What a